Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another fragrance review. Now this is a niche fragrance that is appropriate for the upcoming months, fall and winter. It is a definite cold weather heavy hitter. I'd like to give you guys a little bit of background about how I got this fragrance. I'd like to be really open and honest with everything. So these were sent to me, not really for review. A buddy of mine reached out to Argos and said, hey, I'd like to see her do a review, a couple of your fragrances, watch your video, see what you think. So they reached out and I was like, yeah, I'd be happy to try your stuff. They were super easygoing. So they just said, we'll send you, a couple of things for you to try and say whatever you want. We know like guidelines or anything, it's your show. So I was like, okay, I can definitely work with that because I like to be super honest and transparent about everything on this channel. For me, that was a key word, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally down because that's the only way I can do it, right? I just want to be able to say exactly what I think about a fragrance. So the one that for me was under the microscope the most, because in my opinion, I do feel like this is the most hype one from the house, which is why I'm reviewing it first, and for another reason or two, Triumph of Bacchus. Now, first of all, I want to talk about the presentation. It is gorgeous. This is the box it came in. And in that box, it comes in another box with a magnetic closure, and it sits right in there. And it has the notes and the story and everything right inside. So honestly, top-notch presentation, super heavy bottle. My buddy was actually talking to me about the presentation, how bang for the buck, you're not going to do better than Argos presentation. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think he's right. This is a really heavy bottle. It's a really heavy cap. And then on the cap, the thing that I really like the most about it is the top right there. You've got the Eye of Horus, which I'm a big fan of. Triumph of Bacchus. I hope you saw that bottle. There's a couple of rhinestones on the front. I thought it was a really cool touch. I would like to talk to you about the notes before we talk about what you're going to smell. So in the top you have saffron, white peach, green apple, rum, heart notes, patchouli, jasmine, tonka bean, vetiver, and in the base, tobacco, amber, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. So what I really get from this fragrance, because you guys know I like to break it down into layman's terms, it's kind of this really nice, sweet, leather from the saffron. There's no actual leather note, but kind of a leathery tobacco. When you smell it close, it smells like pretty sweet. But that's in the opening, and then as it dries down, it kind of starts to settle a little bit, and it's still sweet, but everything blends really well. So you're gonna get a lightly fruity, slightly boozy tobacco fragrance, and it's really smooth, and I think that is kind of a combination of the vanilla, sandalwood, and the saffron with that little smooth leatheriness it's giving to it. And I like it a lot. So here's why I wanted to talk about it. I really rarely like hyped fragrances. I think 10% of the time I like them. 90% of the time I don't understand the hype that hyped fragrances get. That's why I was like, when I got it, I was like, okay, we'll see what like all the hype is about, because I've smelled it on skin before on one of my buddies. But she had just one of those little tester things, so I just smelled it the one time and it was pretty far into the dry down. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm really impressed by this, and I think another reason that I was surprised that I'm impressed by this is because I haven't really been into sweet tobacco fragrances. None of them have wowed me so far, and I mean none of them. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This year I have been, going more into the sweet direction as we're approaching fall. We had a couple of cool days. It's like 115 degrees this week, but we had a couple of cool days maybe a few weeks ago, and I was kind of reaching for some sweeter fragrances. This kind of came, I would say, at the perfect point in my fragrance journey because it's perfect. I really, really like it. Let's go through everything. Performance. 10 out of 10. I was already told by my buddy who was talking to me about Argos that the house is pretty much 100% of the time going to be a good performer. I got over 12 hours, and I know that I got over 12 hours because I took this little sample with me, sprayed it, only 3 sprays on skin, and got an entire day. It was on vacation, so I got, I would say, definitely over 10 hours. I want to say pretty close to 12. And I was getting wafts of it throughout the entire day. I was in Florida, that is why I only sprayed 3 sprays. I was being a little bit cautious. It never actually got cloying, which surprised me because I don't know if you guys have ever been to Florida, but it's hot and it's humid. I just really liked how it smelled on skin, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear it today, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I did, and it was fine. So I was really impressed with it by that performance. Who can wear it? In my personal opinion, this is a very unisex fragrance. I don't even feel like it leans in one way or the other. It's a little leathery, but I feel like there's a lot of female fragrances that have kind of a leathery feel, whether it's from actual like leather notes or saffron, because saffron is used, I would say, a little bit more heavily in, you know, fall and winter perfumery, but I don't feel like it leans masculine or feminine. I feel like it's very unisex. And I feel like in terms of who can enjoy it, same. I think both can enjoy it. Where can you wear this? So I want to do seasons first. So definitely fall and winter. Even though you can rock it in the summer, I wouldn't recommend it, but I did just fine. But it is a fall winter fragrance. I think where you can wear it is pretty much date night. I know that it's a sweeter fragrance, but because of the smoothness from the saffron and even the amber, vanilla, sandalwood, I think you could rock this formally, and I think this would be a really good formal fragrance for fall and winter. Now, you could rock it during the day. I wouldn't really dress it down too much. I think during the day, if you're wearing like a nice sweater, maybe not so much a hoodie, you could pretty much wear it any time in fall and winter, but I would dress it up just a little bit. That's my opinion, you know, just because it is a really nice fragrance. It's a very smooth fragrance. It is going to shine in a situation where you do have to dress up a little bit. So for a date night, for a formal event, anytime where you want to dress to impress a little bit, for me, this is something that I would reach for. Compliments. I did get compliments wearing this, even in Florida in the heat and humidity, just because it smells that good. So I was pretty impressed by that. And again, I was spraying just off of the little bottle that comes in the little samples. So it worked out really well for me. I feel like this DNA in general does get compliments. Sweeter fragrances get compliments, especially when they've got like that smooth background. If I'm not mistaken, the only place that you can pick this up is their website, which I will link down below. It's not an affiliate website. I'm literally just going to go to the website, copy that link, and paste it down there. I really enjoyed this. There is another leather one from the house that I am going to be picking up. They sent me a sample pack of their stuff, but I wanted to talk about everything individually because there's a couple of the samples that also really floored me, and I think they're ones that really aren't talked about. So another cool weather fragrance in the sample pack that really floored me, and I'm going to talk about the entire sample pack in a completely separate video because I figured if I talked about that and I talked about this one, because I wore this a lot when I was on vacation and after I got back, it would be too long of a video. And I have another bottle that I need to give a full video to because I wore that a lot, and I feel like I don't like these videos to run over 10 minutes. So I'm going to talk about that. The other cool weather fragrance is definitely, in my opinion, really underrated because I feel like I haven't heard too much about it, but it is so, so good. If you've tried anything from the house, comment down below. Let me know what your favorites are and which ones you're gravitating towards in particular for fall and winter. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video. If you liked it, be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!